voltage power, it's all good. Yaw damper is on, so we don't get some kind of stupid Dutch roll if we get higher up. Alright, so this looks good. Done with that. Well, we already had permission to take off those little quick flaps, 15 degrees, and trim. Last time I showed trim a little too far away. Hopefully this time we can see it. Samos is also short runway, so I'm gonna put it to 6. Nose up 6. 6. A little bit more actually. Yeah, I can go with 7. We'll see how that goes. With this 737-900. It's a little bit less long than a 900 ER. We got flaps. Okay. Right, that's taxi. Look left and right. Runway 27, so yeah, okay. To the right. A little bit of power on the left to go right. Like I said before, zoom in more. Set to 25,000. Just warn everybody that we're ready to go. Turn like this is best at 8 or 6 knots. Again, I'm just gonna push the throttles directly, no flying start with brakes and all that, just normal instant throttle. Flaps are good, speed brakes up. Let's get this thing going. We're turning out right over the mountains, so we have to climb a little there. 1,000 do that now. But it's time for autopilot. Boom, boom, boom. Flaps. Right. This is too fast. Up. See, this is why you have to be there. So that was a little too slow due to misconfiguration of the autopilot. Now let's go back to normal. So I had to turn off the autopilot completely and take over immediately by pushing the nose down to stop the stall warning. It was just a stall warning, it was not a real stall. Alright, let's see if we plus 15, plus 18 is good. See if we are in better shape this time. Always exciting. Nice turn, the flaps are already up. Speed is 280 now. Other than the little push forward, the passengers didn't notice much. So we won't get a lot of complaints. So we're over 4,000 feet, so we can start playing with the landing lights. The passengers and our coffee. Alright, that's all set properly. Let's change the distance of the radar, which last time also showed way too small. Let's set that to our destination range. There it is, LGSK, Skiathos. Here, we're climbing out with 1800 feet per minute. We're climbing out around 1/3 of the way, which is not bad, to 25,000 feet. That's good. Just what's really important with this altitude, and even when you go higher, once the airspeed starts dropping, you gotta decrease the feet per minute that you're climbing. Otherwise, you're gonna stall if you go any further, or you could stall if the speed gets below what it's supposed to be. So I'm gonna, on the other screen, I'm zooming out the map, so I just get a better idea of what's going on the map. As you can see here, let's do some communications.
KLM 739er is type Boeing 737-14 miles northeast of Lima Gulf, India, kilo 7,900 feet. Request flight following.
KLM 739er Athens Center. Squawk 6113.
Squawk 644 KLM 739er.
climbing, we're trying to climb too much for the amount of power that we have. So we're gonna decrease the vertical speed. Something tells me 1000 is enough at this point. Yeah, I'll make that 1200. Alright, we're climbing with 1200 now. It's still moving up, so make it 14. You just find the happy medium. And the higher you get, the sooner the speed starts dropping again. So that was too much. So because we're going up anyway, I'm keeping it at 1200. Right, good. Don't worry about the access data. I just pressed a little bit too many buttons. Getting in range anyway. Again, the green line is to show us where we're gonna reach our cruising altitude. Now that has changed now that I had set the vertical speed to 1200 feet per minute. Alright, let's check the engines and fuel. 90%. Fuel is 12.6 thousand kilograms. Systems are good. Flaps, flight plan. Alright, so at this point it's just a bunch of monitoring. Looking outside, looking at traffic. So that will get us to part 2, where I'm going to start getting ready for the descent. But again, when you're climbing, you look at your speed. If your speed drops, despite setting it to a correct level here, your speed is dropping, you're climbing too steep. So you're going to have to adjust the vertical speed autopilot setting. Now we're going back up there. Our 25,000 feet is still some good distance away from Skiathos, but we might not get there completely. I might start descending around 22,000 feet actually, because I don't want to do a dive for the destination airport. People are going to have complaints. Little peek outside.